You said you joined somewhere else and then you found me,
Yes.
right?
In that academy, I took, I gave 3 attempts.
How many attempts you took to clear regulations with us? Okay,
I've-
so you have paid my fees after you paid for DGC exam.
Yes.
So there was only 10 days to prepare.
Yes.
If you are attending my classes, it is always advised to use earphones. Okay. So guys, this is my first podcast. Pratheek is here with a lot of sweets and chocolates. Let's ask, why he is here.
So, the reason for sweets and chocolates is like, after joining your classes, I've cleared exams. My knowledge is not just limited to clearing exams. It is much more beyond that. It will help me,
So I thought you bought chocolates and sweets for Teachers' Day.
no, not for Teachers' Day.
At least wish me at today's Teachers' Day.
I'm about to wish you, sir. No.
They're seeing,
Yeah, I am about to wish you. Please give me some time for that.
Okay.
Happy Teachers' Day, sir.
Thanks.
You're the best teacher. Guys, I can promise you one thing, that he's the best teacher. You'll never leave the class, with any doubts. He'll make sure that you leave the class only when you clear all the doubts.
Okay. So one thing, Pratheek, I will promise you that.
Yes.
Whatever you say, whether it's positive,
Yes.
negative, anything at all, will be uploaded
Yes.
on the internet.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes.
So please be, very cool. Say the facts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want what you really feel. Okay.
Definitely.
If there is something negative, I would definitely correct.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Okay. So now, when did you join us?
Sir, I've joined Doc.Pilot10 Aviation Academy in Jan 2024, in this year Jan.
Okay. Which subjects did you join for?
I've joined for navigation and regulations.
Okay. First, we will talk regulations.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, how many attempts you took to clear regulations with us?
Sir, before joining your classes, I've took classes from another academy.
And no names.
Yeah, and no names. Okay, I'll not mention the names. In that academy, I took. I gave 3 attempts
Okay.
before joining you, and this
3 attempts.
3 attempts. I gave the 4th attempt in this June. After joining your classes, I gave this attempt in the regular session in this June, and I've cleared the exam with I believe it's a good score with regulations. It's
How much?
82.
82. Now, how many days it took to complete regulations?
Sir, exactly 10 days, sir.
10 days.
Yeah, exactly 10
The
days.
moment you started the classes, I mean that time, how much?
Before, I have to mention this. Before joining the classes, I had a dilemma. That was, regulations is a lot to remember. It is a subject which we have to remember. 3,000-4,000 rules.
Yes.
So I thought I just wanted to not waste this attempt,
Okay.
because I have plans to go to the US in the September. So
Okay.
I thought I should not waste this attempt. So I thought first I'll pay for the exam, and then I'll pay the fees.
Okay. So you have paid my fees after you paid for DGC exam.
Yes.
So there was only 10 days to prepare.
Yes.
And how many marks you scored?
I've scored 82, sir. Before paying the fees, the exam was in 12 days. I completed the syllabus in 10 days. One
And you
day I
gave
took
the
for revision.
Okay. And you gave the exam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here, see, if this guy would have scored like 70 or 72, 74 marks in regulations, because he already studied regulations, right? He scored 65 something. Then this time I would have thought, okay, this guy got lucky this time and passed. But see, his score was 82. This is not luck, I would believe. I believe my classes really helped you.
Yes, sir. I would say it was definitely not luck. It was the knowledge, the way of teaching, and the way you made us remember the, all the rules. That is the main
So
key.
when you say way of teaching and the way I made you remember,
Yes, sir.
so what do you mean by it?
It's very hard to put it in words. It would be a very small thing if I put it in a word. but I'll give a brief about it. The way it means, the sir will make us remember the whole rules by telling us a story. I mean, you have to just remember the story, the outline of the story, so that the answer will come. The answer is attached to the story, so answer will roll out itself.
Okay. Here at this point, I really want to say something. If you are attending my classes, it is always advised to use earphones. Okay, the stories will definitely get spicy sometimes, right?
Definitely.
So there is no refund for that reason, sir. The stories are too spicy for our age. Only 18 plus should be joining the classes. Okay. So
Just make sure that you are 18 plus, and definitely, as sir said, your parents should not ask for refund for this particular reason.
I say this in every class. It is because, see, like, if you have to remember 5,000 things, that is almost impossible to a human brain, right? So unless it is attached with a story, and if there are like 30 topics, I cannot tell 30 different stories which are normal stories. Like, I have to make it spicy. I am at the mercy of making you pass the exam or score very good marks.
Yes.
So I had to do this. Okay, and my brain works that way. I also have poor memory and my brain correlates with all kinds of nonsense whatever I study. So that's the way I teach. So that is the reason this guy could do it in like 10 days. Yes. So, like, what about your navigation?
So navigation, our academy, it's like a well-planned course. We take each and every student who enrolls in this academy. So we'll take 3 months to, including performance, it will take 3 months. It is a well-structured course. So as everyone, I took 3 months to complete the course, and then another 15 days to 1 month to revise. I mean, according to the dates of the exams. And then we are good to go. We can go and aramse we can clear the exam with a very good score.
How many attempts you took?
So navigation is I gave only 1 attempt. I cleared this attempt.
So for regulations you took 4 attempts.
4 attempts, yes.
And for navigation you took 1.
We cannot compare navigation and regulations, because navigation is a big shark.
Yeah.
I cleared navigation, in the very first attempt after joining your classes. Thank you so much for that, sir.
Nothing here. See, the point is, if a student fails, then teacher is responsible.
Yes, sir.
1 second. Let me. If a student clears the exam or scores 90 plus, it is the student who worked very hard for those marks. It is the student who worked very hard. That is why he passed. So I'll take the credit only when a student fails, not when you guys clear the exams, right? Now, here, see, you said you joined somewhere else and then you found me,
Yes.
right? I understand in this internet world,
Yes.
like, same thing is happening with hundreds of students,
Yes.
right? So many people are joining somewhere, they are not able to clear.
Yes, sir.
And what I see is, people are wearing uniforms saying they are airline pilots, right?
Yes.
And then when the fees is paid, they will say all subjects to be joined at once, right? And then they will also say there is no refund policy after when the student says, sir, I am not able to understand anything, right? So what advice will you give to the students who wants to join ground classes?
Yes, sir. So guys, the advice I give is, you don't just blindly trust me. First, you enroll yourself into our ground classes with navigation subject. Then you will get to know about the quality. Here, in this aviation field, quality is not only in aviation. Everywhere we see quality is the important thing. So I can guarantee you that you can mark my words. You'll get the quality that that we require to become a pilot.
Yes. See, guys, this is for all students who are looking at this video, planning to join a ground school. First rule: ask for a proper demo class.
Yeah, yes.
Second rule, don't pay for all subjects at once. In Doc.Pilot10, paying for all subjects at once is not allowed.
Yes. Yes,
Right.
that is not allowed. I forgot to mention that.
It is like you can only join subject by subject.
Yes.
Okay, and we also discuss with you your marks in 12th, and we try to assess you, and we would suggest take navigation and meteorology, or just take meteorology if the student we feel is first time and slow, right? So make sure you don't pay all at once. Second thing, like I have seen many videos sent by my own students where there are some videos where I uploaded on YouTube. Right, you must have joined me after seeing those videos.
Exactly, sir. Before I've started following you in Instagram first, and then I've searched for your channel in the YouTube as well, and then I've rolling through the videos. I found a video in that you asked something like, guys, please raise your hands, like those people who have enrolled in a different academy. After that, you did not find that academy so good,
and then
for any reason, you've left that academy and came to this academy. Around 70 to 80% of the class raised their hands.
See, that is what. See, some people are paying 2-3 lakhs somewhere else.
Yes,
and then
2-3 lakh paying full fees at a time. The ground school, some of the ground school out there, not some, most of the ground school out there are making the students pay full fees at a time, so that
the student is stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck.
They will say just we don't have a refund policy.
Yeah, if a student is from a middle class background, not an average background, he's like a guy who struggles for money, but aviation is his passion. He'll not have any other option. He'll definitely have to continue there.
Because he cannot afford the class a second time.
Yeah, he cannot afford the class. I'm not saying the prices are on a higher side on Doc.Pilot10, but the student cannot afford the classes again. He has to check all his cash availability and all that, right?
Yes. See, and the biggest problem is not just the money.
Yes.
It is like you give 3 attempts before joining me, and in 10 days, see, on an average, regulations clearance time is 10 days with us.
Yes.
Right? So, and you are struggling for 3 attempts. 3 attempts is like 45 days with gap.
Yes.
Like maybe you lost 6-7 months.
Yes. The last attempt that I've attempted for the regulations is November, sir. November ending in 2023. That was in Bengaluru. After that, I've enrolled myself in this academy after a much gap.
Okay. So, I don't have any much questions to ask. It started looking like we are
a very casual podcast. We are not here prepared. We are just shooting questions randomly.
So, see, I want to say, okay, we will upload this podcast. If you have anything negative against, anything, sir, you can improve this.
Anyone who passed out from, this academy, they'll not find any reason to point out.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
I think you are saying it because you are sitting in front of me and there's a camera.
No, I want this podcast to be, a very true thing, so that it could help the fellow students. It's pointless, sir. Our academy will never do those kind of stuff. This academy is based on, only truth.
Okay. Now, when are you flying? You got your visa approved?
Yes, sir. And I have to give credit to this also. Before joining with your classes, I thought I'll go to some other flying school where I took reviews from the students, and everywhere. I've spoken with some of the students in that area, in that state, and each and every student whom I contacted, they're saying that this flying school is good. If I go and ask about the student from this flying school, he'll say that if I ask this guy from a flying school called Y, he's saying that a flying school X is best. If I contacted a guy from flying school X, he's saying that flying school Y is best. So I was in a lot of confusion, and not only stuck, I was in a lot of fear. A fear that I cannot become a pilot.
Why?
All these series of my previous exam attempts.
You got frustrated.
Yeah, I've got frustrated. The last attempt, the third attempt, I said I've given three attempts, right? In the third attempt, I've scored 68 and lost the exam with 1 mark. I say, if I had passed that exam with 70, I'll say it was, definitely my good luck.
Okay. So
on the third attempt.
you are sure that now you did not pass the exams with luck?
Definitely not with luck. Definitely with your classes and your guidance. How to attempt the exam. Everything, yes.
So next thing I want to ask is like
to mention this. The exam was of 1 hour 30 minutes. I've completed the exam within 45 minutes and I came out of the exam.
Okay. Yes. See, I want to ask, like when you said, when you asked about an X flying school, somebody from the X said Y was better.
Yes, sir.
And when you asked somebody from Y, they were saying, X was better. And there was a lot of confusion. Like, how did you decide which school to join?
Sir, after which I'm going to right now. Again, definitely credit goes to you. You'll not just make students get good knowledge and pass out from the flying school. You'll make sure that the student gets into a right direction. You'll make sure that the students who approaches you for the flying school, you'll make him walk in a good way which is paved by you.
Yes. So see, here I want to add some points.
Yes.
Whenever a student approaches me, I want to fly, where to go? So I have certain flying schools where it is a written agreement of a list of things, like
Yes, sir.
there should be zero instructor abuse. Zero means zero, and instructor abuse is a very big
Yes, sir. A very big
problem
problem.
in this industry. That should be zero, nothing, even a single complaint, then I will be sitting there in the school. Second thing, solos should be solos.
Yes, exactly.
Student will never learn if somebody else is sitting as a safety pilot and he is landing the aircraft. When will the student learn? One thing I would say is, by the time you complete your CPL, you should be in a situation, okay, I will take off today with my mother, father, brother, child.
Yes, yes.
No? So that confidence you will get when you fly solos only,
Yes,
without which.
exactly.
So I have like 15 rules as such. This should be like this, this should be like this.
Yes.
Cross country should be cross country.
Yes, yes.
Nothing else, nothing matters. So this is the checklist. The student will be allowed to enter the cockpit when he performs this on the ground, this on the ground. So all these things
Yes.
taken into account.
Yes.
There are hardly 3 schools till today, 1 in US, 2 in India, who said yes to this.
Yes.
And 2 in India is like, one is recently said yes to this, and the other is an upcoming school.
Yes.
So all my students are flying from only one flying school in USA,
Yes.
where you are going.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so my students, it is on me.
Yes.
If I give a timeline, it will be done in that timeline.
Yeah, definitely.
And the qualities will, in US though it may be delayed a bit,
Yes.
but once you come back, the conversion is on me. So
Yes.
I have contacts so that your conversion will be done as soon as
Yes.
possible. You have the aircraft ready for yourself.
Yes.
So that is something which I should take care for my students.
Yes.
It is because I am selfish. No, I have to complete.
Yes.
Selfish in the sense, my goal is within next 5 years. See, you guys are good,
Yes.
right? Once you come out, if you complete your flying in 8 months
Yes.
and you come back to India,
Yes.
your conversion, I'll get it done in 10, 15, 20 days max. Okay, you apply for your license.
Yes.
There's a vacancy you get into,
Yes.
right? So why not in next 5 years, every airline is occupied by Doc.Pilot students.
Yes, sir.
Like, see, ground classes, it will hardly take 4 months
Yes.
with us if you are starting with me directly.
4 to 5 months. That's it.
Max 6 months.
Max 6 months. Yes.
Max
Maximum
6
6 months. Yes.
And let's say flying 6 months, 8 months.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 plus 8,
Yeah.
1 year,
Barely an year or
13 months.
13 months. Yes.
So if there is a vacancy,
Yes.
coming next month, can't you crack it with the knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
It is what my assumption is. So
Yes.
if I can maintain this quality for next 5 years, all my students. Somebody, I'm flying Air India tomorrow. The first officer will come and say, "Sir, you are flying economy. See, we'll upgrade to business class for free."
Yeah.
Okay, so that is what I'm looking at. That works. That's what makes me proud.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
And there's a rule at the academy, like you cannot take me out for lunch or dinner.
Exactly.
Once you get a job as a first officer in an airline, that day you can come to my home and ask me, "Sir, we are going out today." Either it's for a few drinks or dinner, it doesn't matter. I'll be coming out with you. So that is the rule at the academy.
Guys, this is the reason why I've only bought chocolates and sweets to sir. I did not ask him come to lunch or this is really a rule. In the demo class or somewhere in the course, sir will mention this point definitely.
When you're flying, this is something which you have to remember.
Yes.
Flying happens on ground, not in air.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll explain it why. For example, if you are doing a circuit pattern, you're on the runway, throttle at idle. Now brakes you have to release. Before that, what will you do? So what power will you put? Full power. And how fast will you do it? Then you take off. And what is the checklist which you do before takeoff?
Yes.
And then you move. At what speed? You pull or you rotate.
You rotate, yes.
Okay. At what level you will put your flaps up? At what level you will be turning off your lights? And then where will you turn? At what level will you level off?
Yes.
And then on the downwind, where will you open your flaps? If the speed is high,
yes,
right? So how will you manage the speed to put the flaps down? So if this is a circuit pattern, if you fly the circuit pattern on ground 100 times before your sortie, it will take 1.5 hour practice, right?
Yes.
Now you need not think in the aircraft.
Yes, what to do and
right?
Yes.
So your brain already knows. It did the circuit 10 times before you getting into the aircraft.
Yes.
In aircraft, you just have to go and perform.
Yes, yes.
So this is my suggestion. People call it chair flying, people call it 100 different names. You have to fly on the ground.
Yes.
And in the aircraft, you have to perform.
Yes.
Okay, so that is something which I expect from my students. The instructors should ask, like there are some students where, I get, this is the best student you have seen. I expect that from you.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, this is a real thing. Sir will mention in the course, in the 3 months he will mention, he'll tell all this, not only class, he'll also tell, all these tips which are really important for us to become a successful pilot. So in the flying school, which sir has made this 15 checkpoints, one of which is one of the most important rule is this: without pre-flight briefing, a student is not allowed into the cockpit. This is a very important thing that sir will take care of.
Definitely, yes. So like if I am associated with the school, I control everything in that school, including the number of admissions.
Exactly. Yes.
So like there is a flying school which is coming up with 4 aircrafts, and the number of admissions will be limited to 15, not 150, just 15 for the first 6 months. It is like we will show how fast the flying can happen.
Exactly. You
and the quality.
Okay. Yeah, you can with that we can tell the fellow students that this is the reality. We can prove it in the flying as well, not just with classes. We can also prove it with the flying as well.
Yes. Now you have done only navigation regulations with us.
Yes, sir.
Let's say meteorology and technical general. So what are your plans on that?
Sir, definitely.
And how good are you at these 2 subjects? You have not done it.
Yes, I have to mention this. Before joining the navigation, sir will send navigation. Before joining the navigation classes, sir will send the basics of MET, the links which are the videos of the links of the videos which are already uploaded in the YouTube. So not only that, if there is a topic in the navigation, for example, AWR will have different types of clouds. He'll not just tell that this is a cumulonimbus cloud, this is a CB cloud, this is a cirrus cloud. He will make us understand that what is an actual jet stream, what is clear air turbulence that AWR cannot detect. he'll not just say that AWR cannot detect clear air turbulence. He'll make us, understand the actual thing. So why AWR cannot detect the clear air turbulence?
Yes. See, my point is, a student just has to know 2 plus 2 is 4.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you see these children playing in the background. Okay. Even if I take classes for them, if they enroll in my classes, I am giving you a guarantee that they will clear these exams.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is what I expect.
Yes.
From these things.
Yes. Sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. So anything else? Anything else you want to say to students?
Yeah. Like I suggest you guys to first enroll into our academy with navigation. With time you will get to know things about technical general. Sir will mention some technical general topics as well. The basics, the basics are also very depth. He'll make sure that if a navigation topic is associated with a technical general topic, sir not just tell that you'll understand this in technical general. He will explain the topic which is he'll explain the topic which is related to this, and then you can get an idea how the classes will be, how the technical general classes will be. Same goes with meteorology as well.
Yes. And one more thing, like before concluding, we'll conclude this.
Yes.
This is becoming a very long video. Okay. Now, this is not a promotional video. This is a, he just came and I asked him whether you will be comfortable
Yes.
to give your experience to other students. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's it. Okay. So, please don't join my academy. Okay. This is just, what to say, a review. That's it.
Yeah.
Take your own decision. And one more thing, okay, like I really want to mention it here. Here there are some demo classes on the YouTube. You can go through them.
Yes. Yes.
But I have seen recently 2 or 3 of my students sending me videos where other ground schools are copying my demo classes exactly. They are teaching same things, and once the student joins,
Yes. Yes.
okay, then inside there is nothing after that departure class.
Exactly.
Okay, so please be careful on that also. That is one thing which you have to understand, and
Yes.
I think that's all.
Yes, guys. Even before contacting sir, you can find links of the sir has uploaded links of each and every subject in YouTube.
Yes, at least 5% of the whole syllabus is on YouTube.
Exactly, which can help you get an overview how the classes will be.
Yes.
You can go through them and you can contact sir. He'll be friendly with students. He's more like a friend, more like a big brother.
Yeah, see, I am not a teacher.
Yeah.
I am just a senior who cleared exams before you. That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Let's see. Let's see. Like now, see, the video is not running.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, is there anything negative?
The only thing that I just said that because
You have to tell something.
yes, I have to tell something. If I not mention anything, some
People
will think that this video is it is a scripted thing. No, guys, I just came to see sir because I am leaving. Today is Thursday, September.
video is not running.
No, video is not running.
Hmm.
ఏం లేదు దానికి మించి ఏమీ లేదు.
Antena.
Definitely.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for your trust in us.
Thank you so much, sir. Without you, I cannot imagine